Welcome to the 2011 Paterson School Board Election Candidates Forum, sponsored by Paterson Education Fund. I am Orva Morales. I am a Paterson resident, and I will be your facilitator today. My other facilitator to my right is Alveria Spencer. We will be asking the questions of the candidates. There are 5 candidates vying for three-year terms, seats on the Board of Education. 3 candidates are participating tonight. They are Arlene Bárcenas, Wendy Guzman, and Jonathan Hodges. 2 candidates, Chrystal, Cleaves, and Carlos Pagan, are not appearing tonight as each have out-of-town engagements. Candidates, please take 1 minute to introduce yourselves. We will begin with Arlene Bárcenas, excuse me.
Good evening, Paterson and PEF members and all the residents and parents that are out there. My name is Arlene Bárcenas. I'm a proud Pattersonian, born and raised in the city of Paterson, product of the school system as well. I am a Rosa Parks graduate. I was a piano and band major. I also graduated from Rutgers University with a Bachelor's of Science in Administration of Justice. I've served my community for well over 14 years, both professionally and on a volunteer basis. I'm here as a candidate tonight, vying for a seat, and essentially my platform is promote academic excellence, fiscal responsibility, parental involvement and community involvement, and also obtain a local control as we are in the cusp of possibly obtaining it. Thank you so much.
Ms. Guzman.
Good evening. My name is Wendy Guzman, and I am currently a Vice President on the Paterson Board of Education. I have been serving on your Board of Education for the past 3 years. I am born and raised Pattersonian here in the city of Paterson. I attended Paterson Public Schools. In grammar school, I've attended school number 15, school number 21. I then moved on to Passaic County Technical Institute, and for college, I attended Bergen Community College and Ramapo College. I am a mother of a child that attends Paterson Public School, and I understand the needs of us, the parents, to make sure that our children get the adequate education and what they deserve. I am here up for re-election for the Paterson Board of Education because I believe there is still a lot of work that needs to be done. And by working together with my colleagues and with future new board members, I know we can move our district forward. My platform is continue to move towards local control, which we are now in the cusp and very close to actually achieving that method. Also increasing our graduation rates. We are graduating less than 50% of our students at this time. And I want to work with the superintendent and administration, parents and teachers to make sure that our students graduate from high school. Also, I want to work on increasing parental involvement because parental engagement is very important. Education begins at home and we need to get our parents more involved.
Thank you. Dr. Hodges?
Good evening. I'm Dr. Jonathan Hodges. I'm a 3-term member of the Paterson Board of Education, and I'm going to attempt to help you understand that this is a long, difficult process. Improving the educational system does not happen overnight. It requires a lot of work, a lot of determination, and a lot of commitment on the parts of the board members and, quite frankly, the community. We have some serious struggles in this Board of Education. We have some challenges with our students in terms of reading. We have some challenges in terms of facilities. We have significant challenges in terms of funding that are making all the other difficulties far worse. We need people who are committed, who are determined, who are willing to extend themselves to great lengths because this is not going to be an easy task. Our children deserve the effort. Our children need this community to change its attitude and its approach to making a better school system. We give it lip service a lot, but now it's money's hitting the road. Our funding is not going to sustain the kinds of programs that we have had in the past. So we're going to need new innovative methods to try to compensate what we're not going to have in funding. I want to be part of that process. I want to be part of the effort to turn this into what it should be, which is an outstanding educational system. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Our audience can learn more about the candidates and the election issues by accessing the PEF Educated Voters Guide. You can check it out at paterson-education.org. Let's move on to the questions. All candidates will answer the same set of questions. Please limit your answers to 2 minutes.
Most of you talked about student achievement and responded to PEF's Educated Voters Guide. What evidence can you show us about your commitment to raising student achievement? Let's start with Ms. Borsenius.
Yes, one way, what I've already contributed into student achievement, essentially I was an admissions counselor in the Berkeley College in the Woodland Park region, and I was tapping into the Patersonian student demographic and population. I worked there for a little over 2 years, and that's where I essentially was able to see the disparities that still exist, not only when I was a student, but also now at this day and age. And furthermore, it's even more augmented with all the state cuts that we have. And essentially, with student achievement, I was able to promote higher education, also enrollment, demystify all the taboos that have to do with financial aid, loan, further empower our students as far as obtaining scholarships, and why it is more than just a dream to obtain higher education. It is about improving one's quality of life. So I was able to promote student achievement in that way. Also, I've conducted many voter outreach programs, so I've also educated my community as far as the electoral process, your right to vote, and all the proper steps of how to be a good citizen. So essentially, I've been able to contribute in 2 different ways for well over 14 years. Thanks.
Ms. Guzman?
Thank you. Student achievement, in my sense, is composed of many different subgroups. One of them includes our parents, getting our parents engaged and having communications with our parents, which is something that I've been able to do throughout my 3 years term on the Board of Education. Being very connected in my communication with them and letting them know the importance of them getting engaged in their children's education for their children to succeed. Also, it becomes, and it's part of the administration and the teachers, making sure that we hold our teachers accountable and that the teachers are actually showing our students and providing them with the information that they need to get a quality education. Also, another aspect is actually working with them in different community forums, reaching out to the students themselves, engaging them and letting them know why it's important for them, for their future, to actually continue their education and succeed in life. We need them. They're going to be our future representation, and what better way than actually connecting with them and providing them different pathways and different methods and letting them know that there is help out there, and the teachers are here to provide them with the help in order for them to succeed in the future.
Dr. Hodges?
I have been the beneficiary of some of the finest education that this country has to offer. I am fully aware of what is available. But in addition to that, in my time on the board, I have visited several school districts to see what they were offering their children. I've been to Nebraska, I've been to Chicago, I've been to Charlotte, North Carolina, I've been to locally Glen Rock, North Halden. I visited Bergen County Tech to look at their curriculum, to look at what they're offering their children. I've been on the curriculum committee for the last 6 years. We have insisted that they add substantial rigor, and there's been a slow but steady progress in adding that rigor to the curriculum. We focused a lot of attention lately on the preschool program, trying to insist that the district force those programs to have students, 3-year-olds and 4-year-olds, read by the time they've had their 2 years in our preschool programs. We're now trying to focus additional attention on the K through 3 levels to make sure that every child is able to read at least on grade level by 3rd grade. Because if you don't read by 3rd grade on grade level, the chances are you will not recover. So we have put a great deal of time into the curriculum. We've looked at what people are doing because they are our competitors, and we have got to stay abreast of what people are doing in other places to make sure that those programs, at least in the beginnings, are available to our children, because our children must learn to compete effectively with them.